Welcome. My name is Fabian Degen. I'm the founder of FMD Wealth Advisors. This is my 5th episode of my podcast, Financial Friction. And today we will talk about 10 tips for a cheap divorce, save money, and simplify your split. So divorce doesn't have to break the bank. Here are 10 essential tips to navigate your separation affordably and with ease, ensuring a smoother transition. First tip. Understanding the cost of divorce. Divorce can be an emotionally and financially draining process. The costs associated with a divorce can quickly add up, leaving both parties in a difficult financial situation. Understanding these costs is the first step in managing them effectively. Legal fees, court costs, and other expenses can vary greatly depending on the complexity of the case and the level of conflict between the parties. One of the most significant expenses in a divorce is attorney fees. Lawyers typically charge by the hour, and the more contentious the divorce, the higher the fees will be. Additionally, there are court filing fees, cost of serving documents, and potentially fees for expert witnesses and other professionals. All these fees can quickly escalate, making it crucial to budget accordingly. To mitigate these costs, it's essential to have a clear. This may involve researching typical costs in your area, speaking with a financial advisor, and considering alternative dispute resolution methods such as mediation. By taking a proactive approach, you can better manage the financial aspects of your divorce and avoid unnecessary expenses. Second tip, choosing the right divorce process. Selecting the appropriate divorce process is critical in keeping costs down and minimizing stress. There are several options available, each with its own advantages and disadvantages. Traditional litigation is often the most expensive and time-consuming method, involving lengthy court battles and high legal fees. Mediation, on the other hand, offers a more cost-effective and collaborative approach. In mediation, a neutral third party helps the couple negotiate and reach an agreement. This method can save time and money, as it typically involves fewer court appearances and lower attorney fees. Mediation also allows for more control over the outcome as the parties. Another option to consider is collaborative divorce. So in this process, both parties and attorneys commit to resolving the issue without going to court. This approach encourages open communication and cooperation, which can lead to a more amicable and cost-effective resolution. By carefully considering the available options and choosing the one that best fits your situation, you can save money and simplify the divorce process. Next point. The importance of open communication. Open communication is crucial in any divorce, especially when trying to keep costs down. Clear and honest communication can help prevent misunderstanding, reduce conflicts, and facilitate a more efficient resolution. By maintaining open line of communication, both parties can work together to reach a fair and equitable agreement. One way to foster open communication is by setting ground rules for discussions. This might include agreeing to listen without interrupting, avoiding blame or accusations, and focusing on finding solutions rather than dwelling on past grievances. So by creating a respectful and constructive environment, both parties can feel more comfortable expressing their needs and concerns. It's also essential to be transparent about financial matters. Sharing information about assets, debts, and income can help both parties make informed decisions and avoid costly disputes. By being open and honest throughout the process, you can reduce the likelihood of misunderstanding and ensuring a smoother and more cost-effective divorce. Next point. Do-it-yourself divorce. When and how to consider it. For some couples, do-it-yourself DIY divorce may be a viable option. This approach can save a significant amount of money as it eliminates the need for attorneys and it reduces court costs. However, it's essential to carefully consider whether a do-it-yourself divorce is appropriate for your specific situation. A do-it-yourself divorce may be suitable for couples with relatively simple and uncontested cases. This typically involves minimal assets, no children, and both parties agreeing on the terms of the divorce. In these situations, the process can be straightforward, with the couple completing and filing the necessary paperwork themselves. However, it's important to recognize the potential risks and challenges of a do-it-yourself divorce. Without legal guidance, you may unintentionally overlook important details or make mistakes that could have long-term consequences. So to minimize these risks, consider consulting with a legal profession for guidance. By carefully weighing the pros and cons, you can determine if a do-it-yourself divorce is the right choice for you. Good. Next point. Mediation versus litigation. The pros and cons. When deciding between mediation and litigation, it's essential to understand the pros and the cons of each approach. So mediation offers several advantages, including lower costs, faster resolution, and a more collaborative atmosphere. In mediation, both parties work together with a neutral mediator to reach a mutually accepted agreement. One of the main benefits of mediation is its cost effectiveness. Mediation typically involves fewer court appearances and lower attorney fees, making it a more affordable option. Additionally, mediation can be completed more quickly than traditional litigation, reducing the emotional and financial toll on both parties. However, mediation may not be suitable for all cases. If there is a significant power imbalance between the parties or a history of abuse, mediation may not be effective. In these cases and in these situations, litigation may be necessary to ensure a fair and just outcome. While litigation can be more expensive and time-consuming, it provides a structured process for resolving disputes and may be the best option in a complex or contentious cases. Next point, how to divide assets without breaking the bank. Dividing assets during divorce can be complex and a contentious process. However, there are strategies you can use to simplify the process and minimize costs. One of the most important steps is to create a comprehensive inventory for all assets and debts. This includes bank accounts, retirement accounts, real estate, vehicles, and personal property. Once you have a clear understanding of your financial situation, you can begin negotiating the division of assets. So it's essential to approach these discussions with an open mind and a willingness to compromise. By focusing on finding equitable solutions rather than winning, you can reach an agreement more quickly and reduce legal fees. In some cases, it might be helpful to enlist the assistance of a financial advisor or mediator. These professionals can provide valuable guidance and help facilitate negotiations. By taking a proactive and cooperative approach, you can divide assets fairly and avoid unnecessary expenses. Next point, child custody and support. Cost-effective strategies. Child custody and support are often among the most contentious issues in a divorce. However, there are strategies you can use to address these matters in a cost-effective manner. One of the most important steps is to prioritize the best interests of the children. By focusing on their needs and well-being, you can help ensure a more amicable resolution. Open communication and cooperations are crucial when negotiating child custody and support arrangements. Both parties should be willing to listen to each other's concerns and work together to create a parenting plan that meets the needs of the children. This might involve joint custody, shared parenting, and equitable financial support. In some cases, mediation can be a valuable tool for resolving child custody and support disputes. A neutral mediator can help facilitate discussions and guide the parties towards a mutually acceptable agreement. By approaching these issues with an open mindset, you can reduce conflict and minimize legal expenses. Next point, legal resources for affordable divorce. Accessing affordable legal resources can be a valuable way to reduce the cost of a divorce. Many communities offer low-cost or free legal services for individuals going through a divorce. These services can provide valuable guidance and support, helping you navigate the process more efficiently. One option to consider is contacting your legal aid office. Legal aid organizations often provide free or low-cost legal assistance to individuals who meet certain income requirements. These services can help you with everything from completing paperwork to representing you in court. So let's talk about common mistakes to avoid during divorce. Divorce can be complex and emotionally charging process, and it's easy to make mistakes along the way. However, being aware of common pitfalls can help you avoid costly errors and ensure a smoother transition. One of the most significant mistakes is failing to fully understand your financial situation. This can lead to unfair settlements and long-term financial difficulties. Another common mistake is letting emotions drive your decisions. While it's natural to feel hurt, angry, or stressed during divorce, allowing these emotions to dictate your actions can lead to poor choices and increased conflict. By staying focused on your long-term goals and maintaining a level-headed approach, you can make rational and beneficial decisions. It's also crucial to avoid making hasty decisions without considering the long-term consequences. This includes, for example, agreeing to unfair settlements, neglecting to consider tax implications, and overlooking important details. By taking the time to thoroughly review your options and seek professional advice when needed, you can avoid costly mistakes and achieve a more favorable outcome. So, let's talk about moving forward and the role of financial planning after divorce. Once divorce is finalized, it's essential to focus on rebuilding your financial future. This involves creating a comprehensive financial plan that addresses your current situation and your long-term goals. One of the first steps is to reassess your budget and adjust your spending to reflect your new circumstances. It's also important to establish an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses. This can provide a financial safety net and help you avoid taking on debt in times of crisis. Additionally, consider reviewing and updating your insurance policies, including health, life, and auto car insurance, to ensure you have adequate coverage. Long-term financial planning should also include saving for retirement and investing in your future. This may involve opening or contributing to a retirement account, such as a 401k or IRA, and seeking the advice of a financial planner. So by taking a proactive approach to financial planning, you can build a secure and stable future for yourself and your family. So let's conclude. Navigating a divorce can be challenging, but it doesn't have to be financially challenging. By understanding the costs, choosing the right process, and maintaining open communication, you can save money and simplify your split. Whether you opt for a do-it-yourself divorce, mediation, or another approach, the key is to stay informed and proactive. By following these 10 steps, you can achieve a more affordable and less stressful divorce, allowing you to move forward with confidence and financial stability. My name is Fabian Degen. I'm the founder of FMD Wealth Advisors. We are here to help. Please feel free to reach out anytime. I'm looking forward to hear from you. Thank you very much.